What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Figure It Out of the Basement's Black Series Talk Show. I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
What's up, guys?
And today we're going to be discussing the figures we absolutely need from the Phantom Menace. We've made this video not once, not twice, but now 3 times.
Yeah, because the original series of just doing a wish list from each movie, which that is the new thing. We're going to do a wish list essentially from each movie, show, etc. We first did this like 4 years ago. I think it was like episode 25 with Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
And then we attempted to relaunch the series after we had our 2020, we gained some subs. But then we just did Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and then we quit. But now this time, we're serious. We are going to do the entire saga minus sequel trilogy.
Maybe we could do one video.
Right.
And cover all 3.
The Skywalker saga, the spin-offs, minus Solo.
So many caveats.
We'll see. And then the Disney Plus stuff, if we feel like it, whatever. We'll at least do the 6 films.
Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely. So this is like our new wish list video. And yeah, wow. Already recycling content.
Wow. Can't believe it.
In before you commented.
Yeah, and Phantom Menace, it's actually pretty interesting because we have quite a few pipelined items from Phantom Menace. We have Kid Anakin, we have Padme from the hallway Naboo fight, and we also have the Droideka coming. So, like, quite a bit.
Right.
They're ticking the Phantom Menace boxes. And that's good because, compared to Attack of the Clones, I think the Phantom Menace might have more iconic stuff that we don't have yet, I mean.
Yeah, okay. I can agree with that.
But we'll do Attack of the Clones as well. But this will be interesting with the pipeline stuff that is coming. Yeah. And now we want more. And I know Lance Peter Luke did his little Reddit project page for wishlist, so I've just been in a wishlist mood. And this time around, we're also not going to make them top 5s like we usually do for algorithm reasons.
Yeah.
We're not going to call this a top 5, but at the same time, we're not going to call it a top 10. It's literally whatever number we want. Whatever characters or figures we feel like mentioning, that's going to be the figures we need from Phantom Menace. So, like, for example, we have 6 picks here.
So, Justin, let's start out this discussion by talking about some droid repaints.
Yes.
There's quite a bit to choose from in Phantom Menace, and specifically one that I want to mention right off the bat, the B1 Commander.
Oh, yes.
That's getting head-scratcher status.
Yeah, and I think the security would be cool as well, because that is the one with the red markings. Commander is the one with the yellow, the solid yellow circle, a little bit on the head. Very, very easy, and they're always doing these B1s from, like, Jedi Survivor.
Right.
It's like...
It's like more off-the-wall ones.
Republic Commando.
Yeah, which, I love.
True, I'll take them, but, like... the ones from the prequels too. Yeah,
I understand what you're saying. So far, it's been a lot of gaming related. Actually, it's pretty much all been gaming related for the B1 battle droid, besides the Geonosis battle droid. Everything else has been gaming related. So yeah, it would be really cool to see the commander and the security. They're so easy. They're easy repaints right there.
Right.
And they're actually from the movies, which is slightly more important than the video game. I would feel comfortable saying.
TC-14 as well would be an easy one. Just chromed out 3PO.
No kidding. And right now I've got the Elite Series one in my display.
Nice.
To compensate for that. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, we haven't seen a protocol droid in a while. Range Trooper down.
We got a Range Trooper down. He's okay, folks. He's okay.
Yeah. Fig Fury, don't worry.
He's okay.
This is your Range Trooper.
We'll just put him right here for now.
Yeah. Our 5th pick is Sebulba. And I'm going to cheat. Let's get some pod racers in the line.
Oh, yeah.
We have to at least mention the pod racers. They'd be super cool to get.
Yeah, and I feel like they would definitely be doable. They're not too big.
Right.
And with Kid Anakin on the way, it's like, come on.
Yeah, is he going to have the goggles? But Sebulba, it's like they always kill it with aliens. This would be the first Doug in the line. And the paint, the details, I just know it would be so sick, especially just the way they walk and everything. A little bit different. Mix up the shelf a little bit.
Yeah. I also think that Captain Panaka would be a really obvious, strong pick. And again, a figure that we would love to see, especially with, Padme on the way, the hallway fight version.
Right. He would go right with Padme. But I remember as a kid, I always thought he was cool. And I remember playing as him in the Lego Star Wars prequel trilogy game. And from Phantom Menace, the Naboo security, the Naboo guards, pretty iconic.
Yeah.
So why not get old Captain? Jumping back to aliens, though, coming in at number 3 is Newt Gunray.
Ooh, yes, please. He'd probably be a traffic cone.
Sure.
But I would just also want him to just stand there. He doesn't need to do anything else.
This is like the 1 or 2 or 3 instances where a traffic cone is perfectly fine. Yeah. Bib Fortuna, perfectly fine.
Right.
Newt Gunray would be perfectly fine as a traffic cone. And again, Hasbro always kills it with aliens. He'd be the first Pneumodian.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Pneumodian. And again, there's just so many prequel characters that aren't clones and aren't Jedi that need to be in the line.
Right.
Like, there are so many great filler characters to fill out a prequel display. And Newt Gunray, standing next to the other Trade Federation. I mean, just battle droids.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
But Count Dooku, maybe.
Uh-huh.
Shota or something.
Exactly. I think there's enough there to warrant a Newt figure. And, if you watch Clone Wars, you get a little bit more of him as a character. So.
And he's in all 3 prequels.
Yeah. I feel like it's warranted. He's a significant minor villain.
Ah, yes. Yes, for sure. I mean, really nothing else to say. Just give me Newt Gingrich.
Now, this next one is near and dear to our heart, Justin. Mm-hmm. How about a Black Series Watto? I'm a Toydarian. Annie! Little Annie! Hey, it is you, a Jedi. What do you know?
The wings? The flappers? Give us the articulated wings.
Yeah, I would love it not only for meme status, because Watto is great, but also it would just be a fun little figure. He probably couldn't stand on his own with his little tiny baby legs.
Yeah, and he's a big fat belly boy.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
we'd have to have a flight stand with it, but it would be awesome. But again, this falls under the same category of it's an alien, so it would be awesome. We'd probably have articulated wings. And then how about Target exclusive repaint? It's Attack of the Clones, and he's got 5 o'clock shadow on a hat.
I mean, I'm down. I'm down. As long as we get a mainline Watto from Phantom Menace. Maybe it can come with the dice.
Yeah.
And you can finally use the Qui-Gon hand to modify the trajectory of the dice.
I mean, he could have his little data pad thing that he presses on from time to time.
Right. He would go really well with the pit droids as well, since that's kind of in Watto's shop. Mm-hmm. And I mean, he's pretty important. I mean, he's literally a slaver, which is a huge source of trauma for Anakin, defining characteristic of Anakin. He's also just a disgusting, I hate the way they animated, his belly button.
Yeah, he's a little...
He's, picking at himself.
He's a little gross fly man.
He's like a gnat. You just want to swat him.
Yeah, no, 100%. But he's still essential for the collection. And again, since we are getting that Kid Anakin figure, I think Watto would be warranted, especially if you're trying to build out, a little
That's kind of another
display.
Yeah, that's kind of another theme here. Is now that we're getting Kid Anakin, hallway fight Padme, and the Droideka, I've just kind of been thinking about other things that would go with those figures. So the droid repaints that would go with the Droideka, the hallway scene, conference room scene. Sebulba goes with Kid Anakin, Captain Panaka goes with Padme.
Right.
So I mean, Watto We just need Watto. We need him. And you're going to give it to us. And we're going to manifest Watto.
Yeah.
Hashtag make TBS Watto.
Now, before we get to our first pick, I do also just want to briefly mention Captain Tarpals. Why have we not seen any repaints with the Jar Jar body?
It is kind of surprising that they never, like, slightly retooled the Jar Jar body.
Just had to put some bits of armor on him.
Give it a different head. And
did we as a community fail so hard buying Jar Jar that they're now just like, yeah, we're done with the mold too?
Yeah. We're not going to even try.
Yeah, they're like, nope. Jar Jar sold so badly, we're just done.
I would 100% buy a Roose Tarpals.
Yes. But Justin, our number one choice from Phantom Menace might surprise some people, but it's Queen Amidala.
Yep.
Specifically, classic red dress.
Right. This is perhaps one of the most, if not the most iconic imagery from the Phantom Menace. She's on the poster. She might be the only character on the poster that doesn't have a Black Series figure. Minus Kid Anakin is confirmed, of course.
Yeah, that's interesting. I bet you're right.
This would be another traffic cone, and I'm perfectly okay.
Yeah.
As long as she can sit. Because I'm sure old Landspeeder Luke would cook us up a throne to print.
Yeah, see, that's where I feel like for Queen Amidala, for that sake alone, I would hope they would at least attempt soft goods. But I also feel like the dress is probably too detailed to
and
utilize
it has like these
soft
lights
goods
at the bottom.
Which, if she was a traffic cone, what if they just did no legs, put a battery in there, little light up gimmick? No, people would be upset with no legs. People would be upset with no legs.
And it's like, I feel like I would flip the switch on and go, haha, cool, and then shut it off, and then the battery would like
corrode after a while.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really like the idea of gimmicks like that, like battery-operated gimmicks in the Black Series. Why didn't my snowspeeder have sounds?
Yeah, lights and sounds.
I'm sorry.
we just offended a few people. And now I'm here to apologize for these comments. We love sound effects and everything.
We have to get down on the carpet, like in front of a couch, and film our apology video. Queen Amidala would be amazing. They would kill it. It's not an alien, but it's like crazy makeup, so it's not like human in the traditional sense.
Yeah.
So I feel like they would kill it with a face sculpt. I mean, it's definitely just such an iconic look from the film.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those figures that, we just need at this point. And I feel like we've also been teased for a long time because a long time ago, SH Figure Arts showed off a red dress Queen Amidala. Ooh. And it never came out, which is typical for SH Figure Arts.
I was going to say, that's SH Figure Arts for you. They can only do Boba Fett and Luke Skywalker.
And Mando. Everything else, though, they're never going to make it. They just show it off and they're like, yeah, but it's not coming out. But they did. So I've always had that like image in my mind, and I would just love to see what Hasbro could do. And I agree with you. Traffic Cone would be okay with me.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, these are the figures we absolutely need from the Phantom Menace. And I think Hasbro opening their minds a bit, or maybe it's Lucasfilm, Disney, whoever, allowing a Kid Anakin figure to be made is very surprising. Padme coming, the Droideka, Super Battle Droid is coming. Are they opening their minds a little bit more?
It definitely seems like we're getting a little bit more widespread variety, not only in Black Series, but like Vintage Collection as well, with them like finally getting a Finn.
And like I said earlier, the prequel shelf, the prequel display is so one-sided compared to original trilogy, even though that's my top priority. And especially new media content like The Mandalorian and everything else. Everything is just clones.
Right. Which we love clones.
We do love clones, but for the prequel trilogy as a whole, we need so much more. We need that variety and representation on the shelf. So Hasbro, these are the Phantom Menace figures we need from the Phantom Menace.
And that's all we've got for you on this week's episode of Figure It Out. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you are new. And as a reminder, you could have been watching this video a whole lot earlier if you are in a position to help out the channel and support us via the channel membership at the Basement Battalion level. We do early access to Figure It Out. We also, whatever videos I feel like putting on early access. And we also do a monthly wheel that we spin, and whoever gets selected receives a free figure, a free Black Series figure right here, mailed to your door, free of charge. This month, it's the Death Watch Mando, a great army builder, one of the best army builders in the entire line. And we are giving this away completely free if you are a channel member at the Basement Battalion level. So check it out. There's a link in the description down below. And also check out that Discord, Justin.
You got to check out that Discord. And of course, just as a reminder, if you just like, watch, and subscribe, that's awesome.
Yeah.
We'll never take that for granted.
Definitely.
But also, huge shout out to the people who do support us via channel membership, super chats, etc. Thank you.
I'm Nate. Join with Justin.
See you guys later.
And we will see you all next time on Out of the Basement.
But Queen